New Zealanders loved them and many were assembled on these shores. The Model T Ford is still one of the most popular cars ever sold. Now, 100 years later, this pile of parts will be put back together as part of Whanganui Vintage Weekend, Wheels on Victoria vintage car display.
So we're going to put all these parts of a 100-year-old Model T together, and we're going to start it and we're going to drive it away.
Bruce Ardell lives his life surrounded by antiques, shunning modern technology for his love of the old. The antiques are part of his everyday life and many of them have been with him for the past 60 years.
The vehicle I'm assembling is a 1920 Model T Ford. My tow vehicle is my everyday vehicle, which is 50 years old as well. So the heap of junk is 100 years old, the tow vehicle is 50 years old.
Ardell reckons it'll take 4 of them half an hour to assemble the car, so it's not the only activity planned.
This weekend is a fairly busy weekend, starting from the Friday night, which I've set up a meet and greet, and then we proceed to the Saturday, which we have the Wheels on Victoria, which we're expecting probably about 300 plus cars to be parked on the avenue.
There's no internet here, but the phone rings all day, mostly vintage car enthusiasts looking for parts. Most of them he will have easily found in the database.
It's so simple, pencil and rubber. Pencil and rubber to mark the stock up and down. That's all I do, pencil and rubber. Mark stock on as I buy stock in and mark it off.
More than 10,000 people are expected to attend Whanganui for Vintage Weekend, an event that grew from a national vintage car rally hosted by the city in 2012, when over 30,000 people turned out for the week-long event. The Vintage Car Club valued the community support and the town, it seemed, was the perfect fit.
We had the cars, we had the city, we had all the infrastructure, we had all the buildings, the heritage buildings, our bridges, which are wonderful, our towers. So since then we've carried on displaying stuff regularly for the city of Whanganui.
Activities for the club continue throughout Vintage Weekend, which is billed as Whanganui's biggest party.
Sunday we have the Burma Rally, which we have 90 plus cars already entered for that. And then on the Monday morning, I organise a run for all the people that want to spend the Monday morning as well. And once again, we've got a huge number of cars, and I take them around the outskirts of the city, and we end up in a nice place of interest.
The place of interest is a firm secret, but members will have a late morning tea while enjoying it. Georgie Ormond, Local Focus.